Hi, man. What is this? We watch some Nazis.
Ukrainian Canadian world veteran from the Second World War.
First of all, this guy's really struggling to read words. He's got his readers on with bifocals and a piece of paper there. He's dressed like Bo Pilgrim. Man, I don't know a lot about other world's governments. I thought ours were goofy, wearing robes to the Congress lately and showing up, Fetterman showing up in like a prison jumpsuit or whatever it is that he wears, Uncle Fester looking ass dude. This is even more ridiculous. I'd rather Rand Paul show up in a robe than my representative dressed like somebody who wants to sell me a turkey on Thanksgiving.
The troops today, even at his age of 98.
Who we clapping for? This guy for reading? They're like, congratulations, you can read.
His name is Yaroslav Hunka, a Canadian hero, and we thank him for all his service. Thank you.
We do that in America. We honor World War II vets, but the difference between us and them is that we're celebrating the American side, not the Nazi side. Here's the thing that most people don't know about this story is this is your Canadian government. And we have to just think government in general, whether you're American, Canadian, South African, Australian, France, doesn't matter, okay? The government is either one of two things in this instance, okay, in my opinion. Number one, crooked as hell, and they're supporting Nazis and they're rubbing it in our face. One of the things, I don't know a lot about religions, but I was in prison and a lot of people in prison worship Satan. That's just part of it. There's Satanists in there. And the Satanists say that they do everything in plain sight and then laugh it off, and then we just take it at face value. So either these people are really evil and they're cheering for the other team. And if you've seen the movie Inglourious Bastards, then that's a real rendition of what happened. We let the people that should have been killed, we took them to Argentina, we let them go in Canada, we let them go in America. They went on to create a lot of the things like Mercedes-Benz and stuff that we have now. A lot of that was from Nazis, because here's the thing, and you have to understand, some people were forced into doing things they didn't want to. You know, I've never been in a situation where someone told me they were going to kill me if I didn't kill somebody else. I don't know what decision that I would make. But on the other hand, these people committed atrocities. There's no way that we could forgive them, because once you've done something, once I go murder a man, there's no coming back. I'm always a murderer. Once I go and create genocide, there's nothing that I can do that can make me unnumb to the things that I've been doing. So these are wasted humans in the sense that they've been rancid, they've been brainwashed, they've done horrible things, but we thought because they were brilliant, we would let them loose. When I say we, they thought because they were brilliant, they should let them loose. I wasn't even born yet. But here we are 98 years later, and Canada is celebrating somebody who fought alongside the SS, the very same people that murdered 6 million Jewish people, I believe is the actual number. And they didn't just kill Jews, they killed everybody. They killed a ton of Polish people. They killed a lot of people. And here they are clapping for somebody who helped them. Which brings me to a bigger question here. Canadian government hangs out with Zelensky and then they celebrate the next day a Nazi. The American government sends tons of money to Zelensky. Turns out I did a little research. If you Google the Ukraine, half of the country was on the Nazis team and half of the country was on the Allies. It makes me wonder, Canada's giving money to him, Europe's giving money to him, America's giving money to him. This dude's like the ultimate fundraiser. I mean, this guy's going around, he's like Jerry's kids or something. You know, and Jerry Lee Lewis just going around raising money from everybody. Like, if there is a hedge fund in New York that isn't jealous of Zelensky, something's not right. Makes me wonder which half our money's going to. Are we going to the ally side or are we going to the Nazi side? Typically, I would assume that Zelensky, or whatever the hell his name is, that sells brake pads in Sandusky, Ohio. It's a Tommy Boy joke if you don't know. I would assume that guy would be on the ally side, but if they're clapping for a Nazi, and I know they're going to say, oh, well, we didn't know. Just like they don't read the bills. So they don't read the bills that go in to get passed to create new laws for us. They don't do the research on the person that they're searching. That's all lies. It's all lies, or they're just really that dumb and we just keep electing dumb people. This isn't our government, but this could very well happen in America. This is something that Joe Biden could do. This is something that Fetterman would do. This is something that our Republicans and our Democrats in office would both applaud if given the chance, just to rub it in our face, because we've sold out to somebody. North America has sold out to somebody. I don't know who. I know there's people coming across our border, north and south. They don't even talk about what's happening across the northern border. People are coming across our border, over 2 million people this year. And I'm telling you, they say that they're people from Mexico and South America, but I don't see any people from Mexico and South America sleeping on the streets. I see white people and black people. There was a video the other day that was people that were migrants that got dumped into New York, and the people getting off the bus looked like an NFL team. These folks had gold chains, they had backpacks, they had everything. They looked clean, they had nice clothes. This wasn't people that I've seen personally while being in South Texas cross the border. I've seen them personally. I've run into them along the railroad tracks and my friends' hunting grounds on the southern border. I've personally seen this. This isn't speculation. I've been there. I've experienced it. These people look like people that were fresh and clean out the military, getting ready to be stationed, positioned, and infiltrate somewhere. All I'm saying is we're at a weird time in 2023 where the Canadian government, all of them, not some of them, not one or two, not one party or the other, all of them are celebrating a known. America's giving money to a country, talking $1 trillion at this point, to a country that is divided, and we're not sure which side our money's going to. Folks, we're in some big trouble if we don't do something. And we got to do something that's peaceful. It's real simple. If we want to remove these people from office, we put pressure on them. But it's going to take all of us. But we've got to get these people out, because here's what I believe, and this is where the tinfoil gets deep. I believe that the voting machines are at an all-time manipulation height. I think that somebody's calibrated them to where if there's a Republican vote or an independent vote, they get 1. If it's a Democrat vote, they get 1.3. Just enough. But Trump got so many votes that they had to increase the margin to 81. I'll be surprised if we don't find out 400 million people voted in America this next go around, even though there's only about 190 million eligible voters in the country. Be paying attention. There's something going on here, and I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that it can't be good for any of us. So just stay awake, pay attention, keep your head on a swivel, and just know they're rubbing stuff like this in our face for a reason. One of these days, history will uncover why, and we'll either be on the right side of history against the Nazis and the Nazi supporters that are in our government, because there are sympathizers clearly in not just the Canadian government. I believe the same thing could have very well happened here in America. Let's just know what we're dealing with and act accordingly. Rise above.